Good morning. Last class we have started to discuss about definite integrals using residue theorem. Last class also we have been discussed about type 1 definite integrals in which the real definite integrals involving cosine and sine function, and it has to be integrate around a unit circle. That means the radius of this circle is 1. That means one unit circle we have to consider whose radius is vary on the real axis -1 to +1, like this. Means its radius has to be 1 unit. So by considering this unit circle we have been solved this type of problem, and we have done also different kinds of problem. Today we are going to discuss about type 2 rational algebraic integrals, in which the integrals will be like this: -∞ to +∞ fx dx, where fx in the form of px and qx is a rational function. As it is px by qx, so it is a rational function because the degree of qx is at least 2 greater than that of px. It will be better sound if I will change somewhat here. The degree of qx at least greater than 2, that of px. That means we can take an example that suppose px is x, then qx will be xq, at least 2 order greater than that of the qx, like this. If px will be x square, qx at least should have to be x to the power 4. That can maybe it will be more than 4, but it has to be at least greater than 2 as compared with qx. So this type of function we have to be considered here. And also another things we have to be considered, that qx has no real roots. Okay, then evaluation of this type of integral is done by following procedures. You just watch. First we have to consider a semicircle CR of radius r in the upper half plane as shown in the figure. In this figure, this is nothing but called as the CR, a semicircular arc or contour or region, whatever you can say. We have been first considered that a semicircular arc on the upper half, if this is the real axis, this is the upper half of the real axis in the complex plane, this is the another half of the complex plane which is below the real axis. Then fz is written in the form of pz and qz. Initially it has been fx, px, qx. It has to transformed to fz as pz by qz. Here where z is considered as r e to the power I theta. Here z is considered as r e to the power I theta. That we are going to be discussed. So now we have to consider an integral I1 which is closed integration of c fz dz. Here c, closed integration or closed region. Here you can mark CR is not the closed, this side is open, but C is a closed surface, closed contour, closed integral, that is CR plus minus R to plus R line or segment. So C is nothing but CR plus minus R to plus R. Got it? Now if there are no poles on the real axis, so on this real axis, there is no pole, because initially we have been considered that Q has no real roots. So we could not found any type of poles on the real axis. Hence, the circle having the radius r, or the circle equation z mod equal to r, whose center is at 0, which is arbitrary, can be taken in such a way that there is no singularity on its circumference CR in the upper half of the plane. It is written that as we not found any singular point or poles on this real axis, so whatever we have to take a radius, suppose this is the radius, for that radius this is the semicircle. So we not found any type of singular point or pole on this real axis. So whatever the radius I will take on this surface, on this circumference, also we are not going to get any type of singular point, because as we not found, or in this particular length from 0 to r, here real axis we not found any type of the so-called poles or singular point. That means on the circumference also we are not going to found any type of poles or singular point. That means on the circumference, mark it, on the circumference of this semicircle, the function is analytic. But it can be possible we can found the poles in between this region. Here may be a pole, here may be a pole. It can be possible. So, but it can be possible some poles present inside this sphere. Inside this sphere, we can found some poles. So, if we found the poles in between this region, then we can apply the Cauchy's residue theorem. By using Cauchy's residue theorem, we can easily found this integral's value. So now, if we are going to use Cauchy's residue theorem, then the integral fz dz closed integration of c will be 2 pi I into residues at corresponding poles. Okay. So that implies, as we have been discussed, the closed region C is nothing but CR plus segment minus R2 plus R. So this C is written, this integral is written in the splitted form as minus R2 plus R, the segment minus R2 plus R, fz dz plus contour CR fz dz is equal to 2 pi I into summation over residues in the upper half of circle. As we not found along the segment minus R to R, or on the segment minus R to R, this is the half circle minus R to R, we not found any type of poles. Means the QX not have any real root, then this fz could not be a complex, it will be a real, so it can be written as fx dx. But inside the CR, closed integration inside the CR, it can be written as CR fz dz, which will be equal to 2 pi I summation over residues in the upper half in the upper half of the circle. This is the equation number 1. Now consider fz dz. Now consider fz dz closed as for CR. It will be integration of CR pz by qz into dz. So here, as we have taken z is equal to r e to the power I theta, so dz will be r I e to the power I theta into d theta. So in our type 1 case, the radius was unit 1 unit, means the radius is 1, but here the radius is not 1. The radius can be vary from minus infinity to plus infinity. So now if we have to put r tends to infinity, then what will be its value? First we have to check inside this integral what are the things we are going to get. So instead of pz, we can write here. I given one example that as we previously know that qz is at least 2 degree higher than the px. Then if we have to consider px is order of a degree of n, then qx at least n plus 2, right? So for our understanding, this is one type of example that consider that px is re to the power I theta to the power n. Hence, as qz at least 2 degree greater than that of the pz, the qz can be written as re to the power I theta to the power n plus 2, right? Here, at least 2 degree greater than that of the px. So dz, instead of dz we can write r I e to the power I theta into d theta. Okay, limit r tends to infinity. So here we can found only I by r 0 to into d theta. So now if we are going to put r tends to infinite here, this value will be how much? This value will be 0. Hence the integral will be 0 to pi 0 into d theta will be 0. So that implies limit r tends to infinity, CR fz dz equal to 0. Now the equation number 1 can be written in will be fx dx fz dz integration of CR. This term we found will be 0 when r tends to infinite. So minus infinite to infinite, when r is minus r to plus r changed to minus infinity to plus infinity, then this value will be 0, and here we have to put it as 0. It will be 2 pi I into sum of the residues in the upper half of the circle. So that implies minus infinity to infinity fx dx is equal to 2 pi I into residues in the upper half of the circle. Here one thing I want to share with you, that in this way we have been found that as r tends to infinite it will be a 0. But in a complex analysis mathematics or in your higher mathematics, you can found a theorem that is nothing but called as estimation lemma or MI inequality. It is a theorem which you can found in your higher studies, that with the help of this theorem also we can prove that this CR fz dz when r tends to infinite is equal to 0. How I am going to show you with a short note. No proof I have given here, only definition, and we have used for our working purposes. See, according to this theorem, estimation lemma, here lemma is nothing but this lemma also called as theorem. Lemma means also theorem. Okay, so according to estimation lemma or MI inequality, carefully you watch. Inequality, if fz is a complex valued continuous function on the contour CR and its absolute value fz is bounded by a constant m, then fz dz over cr modulus or absolute value of this integral will be less than equal to m into L. Here m is nothing but maximum of fz, absolute value of fz, and L is the length of the arc. This is the theorem. In short, I am going to say to you that if fz is a one continuous function over a contour, suppose we have to take a example, whatever we have done in our case, on this CR fz is continuous, because on this CR we not found any type of pole or singularity. So on this CR fz is continuous. If so, then fz dz modulus or absolute value will be less than that of m into L. So L is the length. So here for our case, length of the arc. For our case, length will be how much? The length of this CR will be pi into r, right? So now we have to find out what will the maximum value of fz. For our case, what will the maximum value of fz? As I not given the proof of this theorem, so we have to judge what exactly this theorem helps in our problem. Okay. So here in our case we have considered z is equal to r e to the power I theta, and qz is 2 degree greater than that of the pz, and fz is equal to pz by qz. According to above lemma or theorem, fz dz ro absolute value or modulus will be less than equal to m into L, or instead of L, m into L, instead of L, what I can write? Pi into r. Okay. Now fz is how much? Pz by qz. But m is what? M is, now we have to find out the value of m. Carefully you have to just watch what I am going to be say about m. M is nothing but maximum value of absolute of fz, maximum value of modulus of fz. Here one thing you have to recoil that as z is our complex number, fz is a complex function, right? Hence pz is a complex function, qz also complex function. The maximum value of the modulus, what will the modulus? Modulus will be the nothing but called as the real part, or it's we can say you can say simple z is equal to x plus y, iy. So z modulus, z mod is equal to x square plus y square, root over, or we can say that r, like the radius or the maximum value r, right? Likewise, so the modulus of pz by the modulus of qz, right? Now you have to think that pz is 2 degree less than the qz, or qz is 2 degree, at least 2 degree less than that of the pz, greater than that of the pz. So what will the value of this by this if we are going to take the modulus? So modulus of pz will be r, approximately r, constant of r, means what I am going to say that if we have to consider, suppose z square plus 1, pz is z square plus 1, so modulus will be z square mod plus 1, so z square will be the so called r square, right? The mod of z mod is r, so z square mod will be r square. So it will be pz is, if pz will be r square, if pz will be r square, then qz 100% it will be r to the power 4, at least r to the power 4. For a example case or for a general case, if we are going to divide pz by qz, it will be approximately equal to 1 by r square, k into constant of k into 1 by r square, because here we have been only consider r square, but plus 1 we have been left it out. So if suppose we have to consider pz as equal to z square plus 1 divided by qz is equal to z square plus 2, then it will be r square plus 1 by r square plus 2. So in r to the 4 plus 2, so we can write that some constant of 1 by r to the power 4. In general, 1 by r to the power 2, some constant 1 by r to the power 2 in generalized way we can say. So here the same thing, as qz degree is greater than that of the pz, so pz mod by qz will be approximately k into 1 by r square. So hence pz dz cr modulus will be less than equal to, instead of m I can put k into 1 by r square into pi r. So when r tends to infinite, then the value will be 0. So this theorem helps to understand whatever we have been considered in our problem there. So I suggest that you can write also this page. I will be send this note, so you can write in side way for your note. So now we have to use this theorem for a example, that how this theorem works for example. See, suppose we have to consider dz by z square plus 1, means our last class mathematics, this is the last class problem, means this one. We have been considered this problem, that 0 to infinity dx by x square plus 1. If we have to consider this one, the same thing it has been written, whatever the theoretical part we have been discussed, that minus r to r, this is the cr, then by Cauchy's residue theorem, minus r to plus r, fx dx, cr fz dz. You can pause the video and you can write. You can pause the video and you can write, no problem. Same thing it has been written. The main part is that, so here we found the, see, there is no real roots or real poles. This is the two imaginary poles, and but z equal to minus I will be the lower part of the plane, we should not be considered for our calculation, further calculation. So now we have to consider only z is equal to I. So z is equal to I, the residue will be 1 by 2i, as it is simple pole, it will be like this. You can pause the video and you can write up to this much, then this. Okay, so we found at z is equal to I, the so called residue is this one. Then we have to consider the second part, that one, the integral over cr fz dz, integral over cr fz dz. So initially we have been discussed or in our previous method, like z is equal to, simply we have to consider that z is equal to r e to the I theta, and we have to calculate at the end the integration of 0 to pi of this integral will be 0. Also it will be give you 0. See that it will be fz dz. So fz is nothing but 1 by z square plus 1. So as we have to put z is equal to r e to the power I theta, and dz is equal to I r e to the power I theta. Then if I am going to put here same thing, the 0 to pi, then 1 by instead of z I have to put r e to the I theta square plus 1. Instead of dz I have to put I r e to the I theta into d theta, I r e to the power I theta into d theta. So now limit 0 to infinity. So here if you have put after putting that z and dz, we can found that limit r tends to infinity 0 to pi 1 by r square I r e to the power I theta d theta. If I am going to take the common of r square, e to the power I theta plus 1 by r square, so I e to the power I theta d theta will be equal to this will be r square, r got cancel, r, so e to the I theta plus 1 by r square. Okay, so now same thing it has been written here also, the same step, no problem. So now we have to put, if we have to put r tends to infinite here, then we can write I e to the I theta d theta infinite into e to the I theta plus 1 by infinite. 1 by infinite is 0. Then e to the I theta plus 0 into infinite. So something by infinite will be 0. The at last we found is 0. So here in this way also, in this way we found that when r tends to infinite, CR of fz dz is equal to 0. So now the equation number 1, this equation number 1 can be written as minus r infinite to plus infinite fx dx minus infinite to infinite fx dx plus that integral is 0 equal to 2 pi I into sum of the residues. So fx is dx by x square plus 1 into dx by x square plus 1, sorry, fx is 1 by x square plus 1 into dx minus infinity to plus infinity to 2 pi I into the residue we found at y is 1 by 2i. The answer is pi. As the question is 0 to infinity, we have to find out. So I have been common taken here we can write 2 into 0 to infinity dx by x square plus 1, because as this function is even, so here we can write in this manner that 2 into 0 to infinity dx by x square plus 1 is equal to pi. That implies 0 to infinity dx by x square plus 1 is equal to pi by 2, which is our answer. So this integral, which is we have been done in this way, this integral also can be verified with the help of our theorem, that is your estimation lemma or MI inequality. So this also can be verified that this will be equal to 0 when r tends to infinite by using the theorem, that is estimation lemma or MI inequality. See how it is. dz by z square plus 1 is the integral of CR, will be CR of fz dz as per the estimation lemma or as per the estimation theorem. The modulus of CR fz dz is less than equal to m into L, where L is the length of the arc. Our arc is minus this one, this arc, our arc is here, so this is minus r to plus r, so pi r is the length of this arc, and m is the maximum of fz dz, right? So m is equal to 1 by z modulus of maximum modulus of fz. So m equal to 1 by z square modulus plus 1 by the modulus of z square will be r square plus 1. Hence this modulus fz dz cr will be less than equal to 1 by r square plus 1 into pi r, right? So now if we are going to write in simplified method, after simplification we can find pi by r plus 1 by r. So now when r tends to infinite, this term will be 0. This term will be 0 because 1 by infinite will be 0. It is infinite. Pi by infinite equal to 0. So now for r tends to infinite, this term equal to 0. So limit r tends to infinite of this is less than equal to 0. So if we have to not going to consider the theorem. So in generalized way, if we are going to watch, or if we are going to consider this function, so in the limit r tends to limit r tends to infinite, CR fz dz is equal to 0. So this is all about the type 2 integral and its one problem that we have been done here. Okay, so I'll be expect that in next problem, if we can one or two problem, if we can write in this style, also very good. In this style, one or two problems, it will be in practice. With your practice means it will be better. So for next one or two problems, if you can write in this format, two three lines. It is not you should not write one page, only 2-3 line to prove that dz by of fz dz cr equal to 0 by according to estimation lemma, blah 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 blah, it will be equal to 0. So I will be suggest that. So next problem, whenever you are going to do, so you have to write in this way format for 2 to 3 lines, and you say that this will be 0. At that time I told that directly you have to write 0, but only for your practice, only one or two problems you have to write, then you can write directly equal to 0. So whatever the problem I have been given to work out in your home, around 4 to 5 problems, in that problem, whenever you are doing that, this term will be 0 because of this. So at that time maybe the function will be 1 by z square plus 1 whole square. So same thing you can write z square plus 1 or rho square. If you have to put all the things, it will be give you the 0. Only 2 to 3 lines you have to write, means it will be better. Okay, thank you.